Morning, Kevin here, squinting like mad because just up there's the sun, and behind me, Steve, Cynthia, we are in Emsworth, starting a walk out towards Thorny Island, but just to my left hand side we've got the Slipper Mill Pond, but I've got to be careful because the sun, as I say, is just up there, so I'm not going to pan right round and into the sun. To our other side we've got these yachts that are moored up in the small harbour at Emsworth. So we're going to press on. This is supposed to be my walk, organised by me, but I'm not giving directions because I haven't got a clue where I'm going. But we're heading along that way first, so let's see what we can find on the walk today. We haven't gone far, but we're just talking about the houses that are against the Slipper Mill Pond on the other side, with the outlook they've got onto this here. But just here they've got these private apartments, and just away across this little entrance into the harbour there's a lovely old house with a fascinating weather vane on the top, which has got a swan, but that's lovely. So we're heading up this way. Excuse me if the sun is reflecting in to the camera at all, but this is just lovely. The outlook from the balconies and verandas, absolutely wonderful. But we're just heading up this one. There's another harbour up here as we walk up, so I'm just hoping that my rig that I've got here is going to be able to, the microphone is going to be able to pick up what I'm saying, because it's quite breezy. The temperatures are going up quite quickly. It was quite nippy when we first set out, but it's going to be a lovely day. Sun cream is on, sunglasses are tucked away while I'm filming because I am squinting quite a lot. We've just come along the lane there, past these bungalows and houses which are lovely. Away over here we've got open land with cattle in the fields, and there's part of the estuary over there going round to another marina. But we're now heading out onto this land here. We've got the public footpath and it's pointed towards Thornham Point, Thorny Island. So I'm trying to keep the camera down a little bit because of the sun. We're walking straight into the sun. And Steve and Cynthia are looking at the cattle across the fields there, and we've got blackberries which are just about finished now. But this is where the proper part of the walk is going to start. Walking along here, I think, because we've had to come along 2 or 3 fields, a couple of little lanes, roads, but now we're heading out this way, and we're all looking forward to this walk very much. It's very windy. Welcome to Thorny Island. We are there, but I'm just going to turn the camera around just to show you the view that we've got. And I'm having to talk quite loud now because of the wind, and I'm worried about the microphone not picking up the sound, but you can see the lovely views we've got through this way. And we're only going this way actually because we want to go and have a look at this bridge, but we've got to go a different route. We've got to come back this way. But let me just pan round and show you the actual view that we've got in front and to our right. So where you see the wall, the sea break wall, that's where we've got to walk along in just a moment or two. So let's just press on so we can have a look and see what the bridge is like. We're here, the bridge, and you can see where the tidal comes in this direction to my right, just down there, and then comes through and disappears. As you can see, the tide is obviously coming in because the flow of the water is going out to my left, which is through that way, and also you may get a better view of it that way as it goes off in that direction. Although we're on a very, very secure bridge, even with this breeze you can actually feel the bridge slightly moving. But just a second ago I was trying to describe the way the water's going. I don't know whether the microphone picked it up, but the tide's coming in now from my right hand side, which is there, and it's coming. I'll just explain again. You can see how the flow of the water is heading up that way to the right and also to the left, which is rather nice to see that just in time for the tide to come in. But can you feel the bridge moving, Steve? Sorry? Can you feel the bridge moving? Yeah, it's weird. It's very strange. As you can tell, the boss of this court is Cynthia. I've been told to go back, so let me just wander back. Way to my right hand side is an old airfield, and the fate of Thorny Island was determined by a chance event on the 25th of September 1933. A hunk of fury biplane crashed on Thorny Island on that day, killing the pilot. When the officials from the Air Ministry decided to check the scene of the accident, they realised that Thorny Island would make a top-class site for an airbase. Bombing raids on German ports and shipping, reconnaissance flights and coastal patrol operations all took off from Thorny during the war. It was handed over to the army in 1976. Well, we've just come across this in the ground here, and you can see, if I lean over a little bit, there's a brick wall running around there, and the concrete base, and you can see fixing positions. But up here, Steve and Cynthia are waiting for me, so I've got to try and get back up here. I've just walked all the way back, and I wanted to give you an idea of what that position looked like. And I said straight away that this was probably, or that position back there, was a position perhaps for a lookout station or a gun position. Being as we're on the coast of the south of England, and I'll try and get up here as quick as I can. And I said also that there would have been several of these spaced out along the coast, and just up here where Steve and Cynthia are or where they are, that's better. There's actually one that gives you the exact size of what it would have been like, and you can see where the door entrance was. So I'm nearly there now, and it is on the Ministry of Defence land, and it's right in front of me, just here. So you can see the exact shape of what the other one would have looked like, coming all the way around, and then the doorway in. And again, there are some fixing positions on the floor, and it looks like there's a couple of concrete tops that would have been on this pit. But you can imagine that these dotted along the coast, from that way in there, they've come in and they're looking out to sea through that way for any approaching German boats and the troops coming in So it's interesting, but as I say, there must have been more of these dotted around the coast. Yeah, being as we're on the south coast of England. So yeah, a coastal defence, I think they used to call them.